So you want to start going to the gym and start working out. Whether it is to look better, feel confident, or you just want to look like your favorite influencer, or even attracting the opposite sex. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Don't act like you don't have a pair of balls and say, I am going to the gym for myself. Of course you're not. What does that even mean for myself? Just grow a pair of balls and admit your true reason. Because without a clear reason to building yourself up, there's not going to be any circumstance in your life you will be able to achieve your goals. You will need both discipline and motivation. I disagree with most people saying discipline is permanent and motivation is temporary, because when your discipline is not working, you can motivate yourself back up by remembering the reason you started in the first place. I have this friend that just accepts that the gym is not for him. The gym is something foreign to him. When I try convincing him to go to the gym with me and give the gym another shot, I can feel it in the conversation. He has already accepted it's not for him. Looking at him reminds me of David Lade's before pictures and all of the potential he has lost. Realize that you starting to go to the gym is not only going to help you achieve your goals, but also is going to help you with all of these real life benefits. When you're just a beginner, the first thing you should be looking out for is a training program that you could be following. Once you do decide to go to the gym, it's time to decide how often you'll go. From 3 days a week to 6 days a week, there's a split for all of them. For example, for 3 days a week, a full body 3 times a week split. For 4 days, upper lower 2 times a week. For 5 days, push pull legs, upper lower. For 6 days, push pull legs 2 times a week. These are just examples. Might sound overwhelming, but once you get obsessed with working out and the gym, there is a lot of nuance to working out that you could be learning, and this feels like nothing. Like me, I know way too much about everything fitness, and I've already helped people find their best split according to their routine, and can help you too. All you have to do is fill this form in the description for my coaching. Believe me, over the past 4 years of me working out at home as well as the gym, I have learned a lot about building muscle, losing fat, and staying consistent. Even when I thought there was nothing more for me to learn, there was a lot that I had missed. And I'm positive that I can help you achieve your goals a lot faster than you think possible. For those who can't afford my coaching, this is the best point I'm going to be telling right now. Fuck splits, work on these instead. This is not something that most people would be sharing for free, but I will, because I know how hard it is to figure everything out all by yourself. Focus on compound lifts instead of isolation movements like bicep curls. This is the single most important tip that I could be ever giving to any beginner. I swear to God, if I focused on this when I just started, I would have made exponential progress instead of making absolutely no gains, especially with all the newbie gains I would be having at the initial stages. Isolation movements are the movements that target only a singular muscle or a singular muscle group like the bicep, and the compound lifts are a full body movement pretty much, using all of your muscles, which would lead your entire body to grow more and build a strong base. Compound lifts are these lifts: the bench, the squat, the deadlift, the overhead press, the bent over rows, the pull-ups. You know what I mean, right? There are 4 things I would like to say. Use free weights. Learn the proper form. Try to increase how much you can lift over time, whether it is reps or the weight, and train till failure on every session you do. If you keep these 4 things in mind, you're going to make exponential progress in the shortest amount of time possible. I only started seeing noticeable results after focusing on these points I've told you so far. There are 2 ways you can do most of the exercises: using free weights and using machines. Machines are great, don't get me wrong, but the problem with machines and beginners is that machines help you target that singular muscle instead of you trying to stabilize everything using all your different muscle groups, which in turn would lead to an imbalanced physique. So building a base with free weights is really important as a beginner, and as you get higher and higher in the pyramid, you can start incorporating machines into your workouts. I only started seeing noticeable results when I started taking compound lifts seriously. Like crazy results, bro. From here to here in a matter of less than a year. Just so that you don't complain, I'm going to be giving you a free split that you can be following as a beginner as well as anybody who's experienced with the gym. This is a great split that I would follow if I had only 3 days to work out in the gym in a week. 3-day full body split. First you do 5 sets of 5 squats, 3 sets of 8 Romanian deadlift, 3 sets of 8 bench press, 3 sets of 8 overhead strict press, 3 sets of 8 pull-ups or lat pull down, 3 sets of 8 cable rows or single arm dumbbell rows or bent over rows. Why 8 reps? Because the exercises give you the best results once you reach failure, meaning you can't do any more reps, anywhere between 6 to 15 reps. So failing at that 6 to 15 rep range is the most optimal to build muscle. Then rest one day and then repeat. You will make a lot more progress this way than following some random ass bro split. Learn what exercise is. There are 3 parts to an exercise: the concentric, the isometric, and the eccentric. Concentric part of the lift is where the muscle shortens and gets flexed. The eccentric part of the exercise is when the muscle lengthens and gets stretched. For example, while doing a bicep curl. This is the concentric, this is the eccentric. And what an isometric is the brief movement you stop at the fully contracted position. For every beginner, I advise you to pause for 1 to 2 seconds at the contracted position. This will help you with mind-muscle connection and proper form. Do the concentric in a normal speed, pause for 1 to 2 seconds, and then eccentric in a slower speed than normal, which would lead to more muscle growth as well. And as a bonus, you'll be learning the form much faster. What to do if you don't know how to perform a certain exercise? Just search in YouTube how to do X exercise, how to do bench press. Why do you think YouTube exists? Just for you to watch Mr. Beast and laugh all day and waste time? It's for educational content like this as well. So subscribe and like this video if you haven't already, and comment something nice so that this reaches to more people who would benefit from this. Or you could ask somebody in the gym who you think is experienced. People are really happy to help because it reminds them of themselves when they started working out. Nutrition. Don't start doing some extreme ass diet just because you started going to the gym. Keep what you eat the same and focus on increasing the amount of protein you take in day by day. So what you need to focus on is to get your protein levels to about 1.6 to 2 gram per kg of your body weight. So if you're 60 kgs, you need to be consuming 120 kgs a day. Try to get as close to it as possible. There's a lot of things with nutrition that I won't be able to cover in this video, but I have made a specialized video about nutrition that you can go ahead and watch right now. It will be on your screen right now. Click on it, watch that video now to make some progress in your fitness journey. That's pretty much it, bro. See you.